My child, I said, open this now. This message could not wait another second. I have interrupted your moment with purpose. I have stepped into your atmosphere with urgency, and I have placed these words before your eyes because heaven has turned its attention toward you in a way you do not yet understand. Loved ones, listen to me. Because I'm not using symbols or puzzles when I talk. I'm just telling you the truth. You will miss the message I sent from heaven if you stop reading. You will miss the change I want to make in your life. These words are meant to protect your spirit, but you will miss them. I can only talk to you right now because your spirit has reached a turning point. Now is the time to make a choice that will affect the next steps you take. What opens up in front of you will depend on what you hear now. And what you do with my voice will determine the big steps forward that are in store for you. These 10 important secrets need to be heard right away. You won't see what's coming if you don't. You will go into the days you were supposed to go into with me, but you won't have the understanding I wanted you to have. You will fight battles that I set you up to win, but you won't know that the victory was already planned. You will have choices that are meant to make you better, but you won't be able to tell them apart. In light of this, I speak with such weight. That's why I'm pulling so hard on your heart. That's why this message has a hold on you before you even start. Why? Because I, Jesus, am speaking directly into your life with great care, urgency, and a divine purpose. My child, take a moment to calm down. Feel my presence around you, calming your heart, making your breathing easier, and blocking out the noise that wants to keep you from hearing what I'm saying. I am more present than the ground beneath your feet, closer than your thoughts, and closer than your breath. You're not just reading this by accident. You're not supposed to be here. You did not just happen to be here at this time. You were pulled, led, guided, and put in place. This very second was planned by heaven. Everything in your life, every weight, every hard time, every question, and every quiet tear has made you ready for what I'm about to say. You have asked me for a sign, for clarity, for direction, for proof that I am really with you, really guiding you, really seeing the battles you fight alone. Now I'm going to answer. This is your sign. Please accept this as proof. You've been waiting for this voice. I'm speaking to you on purpose. And I want you to know that this is a holy moment. Don't turn your head away. Do not rush. Be careful not to think this is normal. Right now, heaven is wide open over you. And I am pouring out truth, comfort, and warning all at the same time. When you ask me, Lord, what should I do next? In what direction should I go? What am I not seeing? And I've seen you try to move forward, even though you were worried about what might happen. I've seen you get through days that were hard, nights that seemed never ending, and seasons that were hard to understand. When I saw you fight, I knew you had courage that I didn't even know I had. I've seen you weather storms that were meant to break you. I saw you keep going even when you wanted to give up. That's why this message is here now, my child, because now is the time for your heart to receive what it couldn't understand before. These next words from my heart will do more than just tell you something. They will wake you up, put you back on track, and keep you safe. They will show you the truth that you have been walking by but not seeing. I've come to reveal what you haven't seen. To show you the plans that are being made against you, to show you the blessings that are being made around you. And to bring life to the places where you have felt numb, forgotten, or unseen. I know everything you've been through, my love. There were times when you wondered if you were really heard, valued, and loved. I saw every silent prayer, every secret battle, every tear you wiped away before anyone else did. Your shoulders have held weight that was never meant to stay there. You've been through pain that made you feel like you were by yourself. But I promise you now with all the love in my heart that you have never been alone. Not even for a second. I've been with you through every valley, watched over you during every storm and spoke to you in the quiet times. I was there even when you didn't feel anything. I worked even when you couldn't see me. I kept you safe from things you couldn't see. Even when you were scared of everything, my child, I'm pressing this message into your spirit very hard because you are about to make a change. Something is changing the course of your life. I'm moving things around, revealing things, and getting things ready. You have to listen, though. You need to stay with me. You must keep your mind on the task at hand and not fall asleep. You should not pay attention right now because the enemy wants you to. He wants you to stop reading. You should look away even if it's just for a second because he knows what's coming for you if you don't. He already knows what I'm about to say. He knows that a big step forward is about to happen. He knows that I'm about to free you from your chains. He also knows the truth. I'm about to give you clarity that will show you all the lies he told you. Now listen to me. Stay put. Stay. Keep going. What I'm about to say is meant to keep you safe, help you grow, heal you, and guide your destiny. This message isn't for everyone. This is a letter to your soul. My voice is getting stronger. Being with me is drawing you closer. I need to reach out to you right away because the next part of your life has already begun. Also, I don't want you to miss the steps that will help you do it. You don't have to understand everything. Believe me when I say I will lead you through something you can't see yet. This is not a scary warning. This warning is meant to get you ready, make you stronger, and protect you. In the days to come, you will need to pay attention to my voice, be aware of your spirit, and trust my guidance. For this reason, I'm telling you these important truths right now so you won't walk around blind, scared, or alone. I say these things to you, my beloved child, with unwavering love, eternal wisdom, and the weight of heaven behind them. Now lean in. Someone who will save you, protect you, heal you, and lead you is here. What I give you next will change everything. Follow me. Pay close attention. In the next breath, I'll tell you a secret that will lead you to the future I wrote for you before time began. Say Amen below. If you're claiming God's promises over your life today, I bless you. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Please pay close attention, my dear child. I am about to reveal something that has been going on around you and inside you for a much longer time than you thought. I'm not telling you this to scare you or make you feel bad about yourself. I'm telling you this to help you see the truth that you have been following without realizing it. You may have thought that some things that happened to you were just random, empty, or accidents, or that they were the result of your imagination. But they weren't. They weren't random, empty, or accidents. It was me. You didn't pay attention to the ways I was talking to you. Not because you didn't like me, but because no one ever taught you how to recognize my soft footsteps, whispers, and movements. You were ready for thunder, but I usually come in a whisper. Many times I talk through gentle nudges instead of big signs. They are in the stillness of your heart, not in the sky where you look for them. My beloved, every dream that made you feel bad had a reason. Every strange emotion you couldn't put your finger on, every sudden weight. And every peace that came over you out of the blue in the middle of chaos were me calling out to you. When you had a sudden urge to let go of someone, I was taking your mind off of what was hurting you. When you felt uncomfortable in a situation that seemed safe, that was my warning. I was talking when your heart swelled up for no reason. Your thoughts changed quickly and your feelings grew in ways you couldn't explain. I tried to get your attention for a long time before your mind could understand what your spirit was feeling. You know something deep down, my child, that doesn't come from experience or logic. It's from me. This is the voice of my spirit telling you the truth before your life makes it clear. Remember the nights when you were so tired but just couldn't fall asleep. You moved around, thought, and asked questions, but you had no idea that I was making you feel alive. So, you wouldn't do anything bad. I was trying to keep you awake until the danger was over and get you to be quiet so you would talk to me. There was no punishment in those sleepless nights. They were meant to protect you. They were a guide. They were lined up. Things that you couldn't see were moving that would have hurt you if you had fallen asleep while I was doing it. My child, remember times when a door that seemed perfect shut all of a sudden. I stepped in, but you thought it was rejection. It wasn't the right time. The path wasn't meant for you, or the people connected to it couldn't be trusted with your calling. So I shut doors and took away chances. God knows what I kept you safe from, but you don't. I shaped the path in front of you, removing obstacles and putting you in a better position for every delay you read about. Every long wait that made you question your own worth and every prayer that seemed to go unanswered. There was no waste. There was no chance. I had a hand in every step. What about times when you felt moved to reach out to someone but didn't know why? When an old memory came back to you and you felt like you had to forgive or let go of it? When you feel like changing your environment, giving up a habit or leaving a place you're used to? Those thoughts were mine, not yours, my love. I was pulling your spirit to get better. I was breaking chains that were weighing you down in silence. I was getting rid of the fog that has been following you for years. You didn't see the cycles I was pulling you out of his traps. But I was talking to you every time you had that urge to leave, that pain in your chest or that sudden clarity that didn't match your feelings. You always wanted me to speak loudly, but there were times when you wanted me to speak softly so you wouldn't be too loud. You asked me for signs, but you didn't realize I gave them to you through the timing of events, the people who showed up or disappeared out of the blue, the chances that came up out of the blue, and the overwhelming peace that settled over you even when nothing made sense. Things didn't look dramatic, so you didn't pay attention to them. But my presence isn't always dramatic. My best advice is sometimes a soft push, a quiet feeling, or a small voice inside your head that you barely hear. My beloved, you felt warnings that you didn't pay attention to because they weren't loud. You were scared of some paths, but you walked them anyway because they looked good. You could feel me pulling you away from some choices, but you told yourself that your feelings were just overreacting. You didn't feel safe with some people, but you stayed close because it was comfortable or because of history. But you see and understand now. You now know that the weight you felt was my safety and the tension you felt was my care. The quiet pain was my defense against you. I didn't stop talking at all. You were only taught to hear me in one way, though, so you missed all the times I spoke in silence. Please hear me, my child. Do not forget my voice again. What you do next depends on this. You will need to be able to hear my whispers as well as my shouts in this new season. You will need to be able to spot me in the little changes, the quiet warnings, the slight discomforts, and the sudden peace. Pay attention when I push you in a certain direction, when I give you a sudden thought, when I shut a door quickly, or when I take someone away from you without warning. There is a divine purpose behind these disruptions. They are not random. There will be times when you will feel my pulling you away from something that looks good but is actually dangerous. You will feel like I am pulling you towards something new that I approve of. Even when everything else tells you to go, you'll feel my presence telling you to wait. You'll know I'm telling you to move. Even when your fear tells you to stay put. That's why you need to know my voice. Now, this is why you need to learn to believe the spiritual signs I send you. It is too important for you to fail. Your goal is too important. Your calling is too important for you to just rely on what you see. I'm giving you more discernment, a stronger sense of knowing, and a better sense of my movements so you can walk through doors with confidence. When I close one, I walk away from the ones I open. Don't be scared of this becoming clear. Don't be scared of how sensitive you're becoming more and more. This is not something you made up. This is not a sign of emotional instability. This is spiritual growth. I want you to be more aware because the season you are entering has more power, more good fortune, more chances, and yes, more opposition. I can't let you ignore my voice any longer. You can no longer afford to doubt your gut. You can't turn off the warnings your spirit sends you. What you used to miss, you need to see now. You must now respect what you used to ignore. What you used to call luck must now be called guidance. That's not what you're being told, my child. You are being asked to pay attention. Being aware will keep you from going down paths that were never meant to lead you to your destiny. Being aware will lead you to blessings that are already written for you. Being aware will help you get through times when you need spiritual clarity more than human understanding. Now pay attention. From now on, when you feel a push, stop. When you feel bad, you should pray. Do not freak out when your heart starts to race. Ask me what I'm having you look at. If a dream makes you feel uneasy, don't ignore it. When peace comes over you all of a sudden, stop and know that I'm confirming something. Waiting for something doesn't mean you're being punished. Take care of yourself. Do not hold on when someone leaves. Pick and choose. Do not be sad when something ends. Believe. Do not ask why something opens. Come with me. I'm with you more than ever. It's easier for you to understand what I'm saying. And as you get better at reading my voice in the small movements, your path will become clearer, your confidence will rise, and your fears will lose their power over you. You won't walk right into what's going to happen. In my presence, you will walk with direction, safety, and stability. I say this to you, my beloved child, with love that never ends and wisdom that can never fail. Keep your cool. Pay attention. Stay close. What am I saying? And you'll be able to hear me better than ever. Please get closer to my voice, my beloved child. Because what I'm about to tell you needs your full spiritual attention. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COF community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You've been going through days that have been heavy, confusing, and strange. You've also wondered why your feelings change for no reason. Why your heart feels unstable even when there's nothing obviously wrong. Why the things that used to make you feel good don't anymore. And why the things you used to depend on feel strangely empty. You've asked yourself, why do I feel this way? What's going on inside me? I feel like something is changing, but I can't name it. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth about what's been going on around you. You didn't even notice that the season had changed. Before your mind knew what it was, your spirit did. Before your actions showed it, your heart knew that something had changed. Even though everything around you looks the same, you have moved into a different spiritual space. My child, the seasons don't just change in nature. In the spiritual world, things change long before the proof shows up. Everything inside you starts to change when the seasons change, even if you don't know why. This is why you've been antsy and like something inside you is being pushed forward. This is why you felt a strange mix of joy and sadness, calm and stress, hope and tiredness. No matter how hard you've tried to hold on to the past, your spirit is already moving on to the next thing. You can't see the changes going on around you yet. But your soul can feel them. Don't brush this off. Do not pass it by. There's no reason to worry about your restlessness. It means change is coming. You can feel my spirit stirring inside you, getting you ready for what has already begun. You are no longer in the same season as before. Things that helped you last season won't help you this season. The habits that kept you going in the past won't help you now. The relationships that worked for you in the past might not work for you now. Chances that looked good at the time may now feel empty because they were meant for a different time. Since I already moved you to a new season, you can't make the old one stay. You can't hold on to what I'm telling you to leave behind. You can't settle down where you used to because that place no longer has grace. Simon, He is your joy, peace, and strength. He is my everything. It's not just your body that's been tired lately. Your spirit and emotions are too. You've been carrying a weight that you couldn't explain. Things that used to make you feel light have made you feel tired. This tiredness isn't just from being tired. It comes from trying to work in a season you're no longer in. Everything that doesn't fit will start to feel heavier when I move you into a new season. The conversations are more serious. There are more responsibilities. Things that you used to put up with now make you angry. The places that used to make you feel good are now making you feel bad. But your spirit knows that things are different even though you've been moving as if nothing has changed. Besides that, your emotions have behaved in strange ways, with sudden waves of sadness or longing and sudden bursts of hope. Waves of clarity followed by a feeling of not knowing what to do next. This up and down mood is not a sign that you are breaking down. It means that something inside you is waking up, stretching, and growing. Your soul is getting used to the new spiritual environment. You aren't being undone. You're being changed. You're not losing control. Instead, you're becoming more aware. You're not getting weaker. Instead, you're getting ready for something bigger. Please listen, my love. The season changed because of me. I was the one who got you going. I am the one who made you feel something. It was me who upset your comfort so you wouldn't stay in a place that doesn't serve you anymore. I shut the doors to familiar places so you would have to look for the ones I made for this new time. I got rid of the people who couldn't go with you into what's coming. I made you feel like you had to act quickly for some reason you couldn't explain. A sense of urgency that you tried to block out but keeps coming back. We need to move together, not ahead of or behind me. That sense of urgency is my voice telling you to do that. The ground is moving, which is why you feel like it as you walk. I am pulling you away from places where you would have stayed put. I am now directing your attention to the assignments I have made. It's getting more spiritual around you so that I can bring new things into your life. You've been wanting change, but you haven't been sure what your soul needs. I heard you when you asked me to take you higher, to grow you, to make you stronger, and to show you your purpose. However, every prayer for growth needs a change in the weather. And growth always feels bad at first before it feels good. You might have thought that the start of a new season would be enough to make you feel happy. However, changes often feel like chaos. In the same way that you shed skin, you walk forward without seeing the whole path. You shouldn't mistake discomfort for missing the point. You're not lost. You're being made. You're not lost. You're just being woken up. You're not stuck. You're just getting ready. Everything inside you has to change when I move you forward. Your feelings, what you want, how you think, what you do, the people you know, and what you expect. This change is not a punishment. It is a way to get ready. My child, you need to do something for this shift. How to obey. Right way obedience, not delayed obedience, not half-hearted obedience, or only some of the time. You should be in line with what I'm doing now, not what I did before. This season, I will give you instructions that you need to follow right away. I will open some doors for you that you need to walk through without thinking too much. There are conversations I'll start for you that will change your path. Opportunities are out there. I'm going to show you something that won't wait for you to feel fully ready. There are things I want you to let go of that won't make sense to your mind, but they will make sense to your spirit. You have to trust me more than you feel safe with. You have to trust me more than you can imagine. You have to trust me more than what you can see. For the next step, you will need faith, not familiarity. You can't hold on to the old because it can't take you to the new. You can't stay where you are because you need to move forward, not backward. You can't wait until everything is stable before moving. It's not before obedience that you get stable. Pay attention now. The change is real so you can feel it. I'm making you restless so you can feel it. The emotional waves are there because your heart is getting back in range because you are letting go of an old version of yourself. You feel tired. You don't like how I'm stretching you to become the person God made you to be. Don't fight this. Don't be scared of this. Don't fight this. Come with me. The good things you've been praying for are coming your way in this new season. In the spiritual realm, there have already been giant steps forward around you. Divine alignments are taking shape. You will walk through doors that change everything. But you have to move when I tell you to. What I tell you to let go of, you must let go of. You have to believe what I say. Even if you can't see the whole picture, dear child, the time has changed for you. Things are changing in your life. Your spirit is getting stronger. Be careful not to let your thoughts take you back to where I took you. Fear shouldn't keep you stuck in places I freed you from. Don't let old habits hold you back from moving forward in cycles that don't have my presence in them anymore. You're not being pushed backward. You're being pushed forward. You are not being emptied. Instead, you are getting ready to receive. Give your heart over to the change. Listen to my voice with your spirit. Please time your steps to match mine. Nothing I do is bad for you. It's all for your growth, your purpose, and your future. Come walk with me, kid. You're in a new season. Even though you can't see it yet, I'll show you the way at all times. Dear child, please open your heart. Now, what I'm about to tell you will help you see things more clearly and feel better in places where you've been confused for too long. You've had questions in your head that you were afraid to ask out loud. These questions made you doubt yourself, your worth, and even your clarity. You may have wondered why some people stopped being close, why friendships got weaker, why relationships ended, and why some connections felt heavy instead of light. You thought about what you did wrong, if people didn't like you, and if you were too much or not enough. But please pay close attention to what I say now. I got rid of some people to protect you. You didn't see what I saw. You couldn't have seen what I saw. I saw what was said, meant, and smiled behind the words and smiles. I saw hearts. I saw into their plans. I saw spiritual worlds that you could never see with your own eyes. There were people around you who smiled, but inside they were jealous. People who cheered for you in public, but didn't like you when you were alone. People stayed close to you, not because they loved you, but because they were interested in your life and wanted to watch it go by. They did this not to support you, but to compare, judge, and criticize you in private. My child, you couldn't see that being around them was making you feel down. You couldn't see that the connection you loved was turning into a way for evil spirits to attack you. It looked safe from what you could see on the surface. But I saw things that couldn't be seen. I saw the things they were thinking but didn't say. I saw what was really going on. I heard the quiet talks going on behind your back. I saw the anger they tried to hide by saying they were worried. I could see how angry they were every time I blessed you. It was because I love you more than you can understand that I stepped in. You thought you were alone, but you were actually being watched over. In spite of how you felt, you were being redirected. Even though you were lost, heaven was very clear. When I broke you, it felt like something was broken. It felt like you lost something, but you were safer because of it. It seemed like people were leaving you, but I was leading you to a safer future. Getting kicked out wasn't a punishment. It was for safety. People stepped in. It was me who kept your fate safe from people who would have hurt it. Please understand this, my child. Not everyone who comes into your life is meant to stay. You shouldn't let every voice into your heart. Not every connection fits with what you're meant to do. Some people were only meant to be in your life for a short time. But your heart tried to hold on because it was kind and loyal. You saw the good in them. You let their mistakes slide. You let them get away with hurtful actions. You believed their sorry words. You wished they'd change. You always thought the best of them, even when they did the worst. I saw something you didn't see, though. I saw how heavy that connection had been on you for a long time. I saw how your spirit got weaker around them. I saw the tears you tried to hide from everyone else. I saw the fights you had inside because of what they said. I saw how the spiritual attacks got stronger when they were near you. I also knew that you would stay stuck in cycles that were never meant for you if I didn't step in. There were people whose presence would have made your goal take longer to reach. People whose presence would have made you less spiritually sensitive. People whose actions would have slowly taken away your self-confidence, happiness, and sense of who you are. There were people who, even if they didn't mean to, would have held you back. There were people who were too afraid of their own insecurities to enjoy what I was doing in you. People who would have lied to you when you were weak. There were people who would have taken advantage of your kindness. People who would have said things to you that made you doubt and fear them. There were people in your life who seemed harmless, but their presence made spiritual noise that made it hard for you to hear my voice. That's why I took them down. Not because they are mad, not to be harsh, not because I'm mean, but because they love you. Pure, caring, and urgent love. I take people away slowly at first, not as much communication. Schedules were changed a slight distance. But when your heart is holding on tight, I step in more directly because your health is more important to me than your comfort. If I get rid of someone, it's because keeping them is too hard on my spirit. You might not know it yet, but getting rid of some people was an answer to prayers you forgot. You said you asked me to be calm. I took out the ones that were bothering it. You asked me to be clear. I got rid of the ones that were making you feel down. You asked me to help you grow. I cut out the ones that were too short. You asked me to love you. I got rid of the ones who couldn't do it. You asked me where to go. I took out the ones that were pulling you backward. You asked me to keep you safe. I got rid of the ones who were hurting you in ways you knew about. Some of these losses made you cry. But you would thank me if you could see what I saw. You would be happy to know what I kept you safe from. If you knew how close some relationships were to breaking your heart, betraying you, or destroying your spirit, you would thank me for every door I shut. There were people nearby who were linked to spirits of anger, manipulation, lying, or taking your attention away. The enemy saw it, not you. Also, he tried to get into your life through those connections, but I told them not to attack you. I kept them apart so the attack wouldn't have a way in. You've also thought about why some people changed all of a sudden. What made them grow apart? Why they were different with you? Why they backed off when you didn't do anything wrong. Listen. Their spirit knew you were going to be great before you did. They could tell that something was different in your life. They could tell I had my hand on you. They could tell you were going somewhere they couldn't follow. And instead of being happy, their fears made them act out. But their response only showed what was already there. So you could see the truth and not the illusion. I let them change. Right, men? If the Bible is your anchor and guide, I fully trust your word and share this video. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens.